Okay, so we have
tall
boy and little boy, and they're going to be tasting the cupcake. So hi guys, welcome. Right. But you know people are fanatics. So. Yes. When I say fanatics, let me give you an example. Behind you.
Searching for something that ain't lost. Have we got our lines crossed? We're wasting time on stuff that doesn't really matter, while wishing for something better. I try to fix things that weren't broken, misunderstandings and words unspoken. We fall apart, and I won't dare to say, do you feel the same way? Maybe.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back to school now, and I'm telling you, it's so much stress. I literally just finished with school run. The kids are in school, and I have a whole day ahead of me. Whole day of getting stuff done. So I've got a long day at work tomorrow, so I need to cook for 2 days, or at least stretch what I'm going to cook so it can sort of last for 2 days. I made some meat pies. In fact, other moms out there who make meat pies, my meat pies don't last a day. I mean, I'm happy they like it, but whenever I make 2 sets, it ends up finishing before they can have the second set. So I'm thinking of making some fried rice, and I just realized that, first of all, this morning I realized I didn't have carrots. I had to beg my husband to go and get me some carrots. Then I now realized that I haven't brought out my shrimps, so my shrimps are still frozen. I don't even know how I'm gonna go about doing that, do all of that tidying up, and I think I will just cook this morning. I think it's better, so at least that gets out the way. I'm gonna bring out the shrimps now to start defrosting, and then I'll wash them in hot water, get it marinated, and just start the process. But I'm gonna start with tidying up. So I hope you guys are doing good. If you're new here, my name is Efe, and I bring lifestyle, motherhood, and as well as travel content. So if that's content you're interested in, please consider subscribing down below. And yeah, let me get on with today. You know, childcare is so important in this country. I read an article of a mom who works as a nurse with the NHS, and she left her 10-week-old baby. The problem is nannies, the way we have nannies back home and house helps, you don't have that here. If at all you're gonna get one, you have to be olowo, as in the money needs to be flowing. So most of us don't have it because it's only for the upper accolade, you know. So this mom left her 10-week-old baby at home and went for shift. And by the time she came back, so apparently she left about 6:30 in the morning and got back about 3 in the afternoon or thereabouts. And that's when she called 911. Is it 911? Sorry, 999. I missed it. it was just such a shocking story, honestly, because it's actually so risky, so dangerous. I mean, I know she wants to earn and she's working, but whatever her reasons are, I don't think I'll ever truly understand her reasons. A 10-week-old baby? So I don't even understand how you can leave a 10-week-old baby. If the baby starts crying, wake up to eat hungry, it sent shockwaves down the diasporan community here. And I know, obviously, as a mom, she would obviously have the best of interest for her child, but leaving that child alone, I'm trying to be empathetic. I don't want to just pass judgment on her because she obviously has her reasons why she did it. But I'm saying that I would never understand those reasons because I feel those reasons were not good enough, strong enough, valid enough for you to leave an infant, such a young infant. You can't even leave a 3-year-old on their own. May God help us. When I heard that story, I was shocked because those are things you shouldn't really be hearing. And it's a 28-year, I think she's a 28-year-old Nigerian single mom. All this hula baloo, nobody has said anything about her partner, because she didn't give birth to that child alone. So where is the father in all of these questions? Because it's gonna be a long day, and I just cover and protect my children as they're in school. We cover and protect all our kids, that they shall be safe and they shall be under the cloak of God's protection as they go about their day. On that note, amen, amen. So on that note, let me start with all this work what they do. I'm here talking as if I don't have million things to do, but of course I have to talk to you guys because one thing I can't really do without in my fridge, to be honest, is carrots. I don't know what it is about carrots. If I don't have carrots, then it means I can't make some things that I normally make. Cost of living is so high, my budget doesn't really stretch through the month anymore. So the thing is, if the things are not balancing, I've got what? 2, oh my gosh, look, you see? Hey, my husband will be so angry. Look, I've got strawberries that have gone off. Oh dear, I didn't even see it. Somebody put it in the wrong place. That is still good. I'm just thinking, what can I use these strawberries for quickly? Except I make it into a smoothie, because I'm not going to. It's already looking soft. Oh gosh, come on. Oh, I don't know. The thing is, I just like the idea of buying strawberries, but I always forget to eat it. That's the problem. I don't know what I can use these for. Maybe some smoothie, actually. I have to blend it. Or maybe I can use it for some milkshake for the kids. Okay, I'll try that. I'll use that for some milkshake. So I've got some carrots here. This is the carrot I got this morning. This one. So I'm going to be using it to make some fried rice, because I've noticed carrots really save me. When I have carrots, I feel like, yes, I can make multiple things, from making coleslaw to using it for some stir fries, using it for rice. So it just makes me feel like I've got a bit at home, but it's also quite deceptive, because the thing is, I neglect the fridge sometimes, where I don't check what I still have and what I've run out of. Like for instance, now I can't even make coleslaw because I've run out of my cabbage. So I'm just gonna get started with making a sauce for the fried rice. It's gonna be the quickest one, and I'll see if I can make some milkshake with that. Let me do a surprise for them. I just hope they will drink it, because sometimes my kids can be quite picky.
I used to look upon myself as rational and strong, and love was just a word in silly songs. But from that cursed day when you crossed my way, all my confidence was gone. I'm bewitched, bewildered, and utterly alone. alone. And something's telling me it always will be you until the end of my days. And in my dreams I see how I finally find a way to show you how I long for your touch, knowing I'd be asking for much to get to have you in my arms, in my life, if only for a while. But something's telling me I am but a fool, 'cause that beautiful face will not ever be smiling at me, and you won't say all those little words I am longing to.
You see, so before it goes bad, I've got some spinach which I've put in here. I'm going to be using this spinach for a smoothie because I don't want it to go bad, and because I've been working quite a lot, I don't really get time to audit my fridge. So I'm going to use this spinach before it goes bad for a smoothie. I've also got some icing sugar. So this is a really good tip. I've got some icing sugar here which I made was it on Saturday? I made it about 5 days ago. So I've just put it in here in this Ziploc. So whenever the kids want some cupcakes, all I do is nip that and, you know, just give them a little bit of icing sugar just to make their desserts quite interesting. So I have that in here. That can stay in the fridge. I've got some yogurt and I'm going to check the date. So the thing is, whenever I buy dairy, I always check the dates. Well, not all the time, because obviously when I do online shopping, I have not got that opportunity to check the dates, but it's really good to check your dates so that way you know what can stay for long. Because last month or a couple of months ago, I got a pack of yogurt and it was so annoying because I couldn't use it. It was literally expiring 6 days after I bought it, and I bought a pack of 18, which was so annoying, honestly. So this is expiring in about 3 weeks time, so that's good to know. We have also got some grapes here. My madam done the bits. Right, pop her open again. So we've got some grapes here. I'm going to wash that and them in with the other fruits here. So it's like just giving the fridge an overhaul to make sure what stays fresh stays fresh. I would also need to top that up with some Ribena. I've got 2 cases, so that is that's my cupcakes. I've got some here because I ran out of cupcake cases and I used my baking paper to make some extra ones, so I just kept that in here. I always like having cupcakes and desserts in the fridge because that way they can have it after the meal, just to make sure they're a bit fuller for longer. I've got some little chocolate donuts. This one has been, look, I don't know if I'm gonna eat that because it's been there for about 5-6 days. Even if we're gonna eat it, I'm gonna leave it out so we can eat it today. Or maybe I'll pop it in the oven so it just sort of warms evenly, and then maybe they can have that today. Sangria, that was given to me by my uncle. My husband gave me some the other day, and before I could even have a sip, I slept off, and then the next morning I threw it off. This has been in the fridge for a while, so I don't know, I might be flinging this off because it's been here for a while, even though it took me a month to open it after he gave it to me. So I would say it's been sitting in the fridge for about 3 to 4 weeks. I don't know how long it keeps because it's from Germany and the instructions are written in German, so I don't know. My bacons are still good. You see, when the fridge is not organized, you can't see properly what you have. I've got these refrigerators. I think they'll have this today, so I'll give it to them. This is maybe for dinner. I've got some sausages here. These are still fine. So I've got 2 packs of sausages here because sometimes I keep saying there's no food, but there's food. When the fridge is organized, then you can see what you have and discard what you don't need. So that is some biltong. Southern Africans in the house will know what I'm talking about. So this is some biltong, and this is basically like smoked out barbecued beef. It's like been really smoked to the point where it's dehydrated and dried. This has been in the fridge for about 3 weeks. My husband got that from his colleague, and I'm going to remind him to eat it because the last one he got went off and that wasn't very good. I've got 2 meat pies left. I made these 3 days ago, so those 2 are left. I took some to a family friend of ours and the kids had some, and this is what's left. I better eat one with some coke to step it down before these children come and finish it, because the first thing they ask for when they come home, Mommy, can I have some meat pie? Mommy, can I have some cupcake? Yeah, so I have to rush and do something here.
You say take me on a treasure hunt. I long for something new. Have you heard the fairies when they sing and dance? Oh, I wish it was me every night. When I close my eyes, I see
Okay, so we have tall boy and little boy, and they're going to be tasting the cupcakes.
And little
girl on the staircase. Would you like to taste the cupcakes?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do that. We're sharing one. It's a taste, not a whole big bite. Oh, that's nice.
Give me some as well.
No.
Hey. Actually, it's really good. Did you add some chocolate in it?
Yes, we did add a little bit of Nutella. We just got hazelnut and chocolate.
Let's come down here to get it. I want some.
What do you think about the cupcake?
Okay, it's good.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Can we have a
It's
taste,
lovely.
please?
Up in the middle of the night. Ooh, na na na. And I wondered how you're always right. It gets me but you showed me how to believe. Still gets me.
Apples are high in fiber and also helps the brain. And plus they're crunchy and delicious.
Let's get started.
Let's get started.
You're not supposed to eat it. You're supposed to make a smoothie.
I just want to see
No.
it.
Okay, put that bowl in the sink.
Now we're gonna put some apple juice. ASMR. Apple juice has a little bit of sugar in it.
Screw it. Screw it. That means it's locked in. Wait.
Now we got this blender. ASMR.
Okay.
Go the way they cut it over
Okay.
the apple.
So you want me to pour it for you?
I want to pour myself.
Okay.
So we're gonna pour it. The whole thing.
Okay, that's fine.
So now we got our smoothie. Got a little milk mustache.
Milk moustache or apple moustache?
Apple mustache.
So what do you think about the smoothie?
So I recommend this is really good for home, especially if your younger ones or old ones do not want to eat apples. They just end it up so that you can just make this little thing like this is sweet.
Okay.
Bye bye.
There's nothing that cannot be fixed on the cross. When you take that problem to God, you find that even if your solution is not coming immediately, you will find that the solution would start from that cross. And it would find a way of easing out if you stay focused on that cross. But most people don't want to do that. They want to find their own way and their own solution.
They say when a couple comes together, it's like both of you should seek God individually. Right? And it's like a mountain, right?
But you know, people are fanatics. So
Yes.
when I say fanatics, let me give you an example. Some people will put God on their feed from morning till night. They would post about God, they will preach about God, they have scriptures in their fingertips. I know people who do this personally. But when it comes to the ABC of their life, you don't find that there's a correlation
and that's
with
where the
things that they
disconnect
post.
is. In the Bible it says, by their fruits
You shall know them.
So even though you can speak a good talk, preach and quote Bible verses and act as if you're as Christian as they come, if your relationship with the people around you is toxic and is negative, then it's not a reflection
exactly
of Christ.
of
because
Christ.
we are supposed to be ambassadors of Christ. And ambassadors of Christ means we act like Christ. He gave the example and said, this is how I want you to treat people. This is how I want you to forgive people. This is how I want you to treat others the way you would like to be treated. So the moment you're not doing that, it means you're not actually enacting the real Christianity. If the devil's way is prevailing over God's way, obviously something is not going to go well in the relationship. But when I started seeking God individually, making choices individually, that, you know what, I want to make a covenant with God about A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then I start sticking to that in terms of my actions and my behaviors.